These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26. Firefly, the television said the dinar will be replacing the dollar and the auctions will come to an end. Then the CBI can control the exchange rate totally and we will be no black market anymore. The television says the Federal Reserve is still in control of the financial budgets, but expects this to end in 2 weeks. Samson article quote, political analyst al-Sudani's visit to Moscow is not anti-American, but one must be careful. Mark Z via PDK, a lot of Iraqi sources are claiming we will see a brand new Iraq on Sunday. They have great expectations and many of them are pointing to Sunday. They believe peace will break out with an RV revaluation. Militiaman al-Sudani was in Russia. One of the things he said is they're going to be doing business between the Iraqi dinar and Russian ruble in commercial dealings. Tishwash article quote, economic praise for Iraq and Russia's agreement to deal in dinars and rubles, a masterstroke, quote, in light of the agreement, Iraq will open new horizons of openness with important countries to deal with in local currency. Therefore, the demand for the dollar will decrease and the value of the Iraqi dinar will rise against the dollar. Frank 26 Firefly Sudani came on the news saying he's saying Iraq is ready to join the BRICS. Frank says that's highly possible. That might be the basket they will eventually float in because even in the Iranian currency is in that basket, and it is logical to consider this because this is the next step in the monetary reform process. Your currency does not need a new exchange rate. It needs to float internationally without any restrictions. It has no restrictions. It is about to float internationally. All right, Bruce via Wiser Now. So we believe our start is imminent, and we've been told to keep an eye out and watch for the emails for us. I'm excited about us getting started. We're looking very seriously for what should be occurring according to our best sources between now and midnight Friday and Friday night. Let's see what happens. And that was from yesterday the 13th. All right, Claire article quote, central bank and we are subject to Washington's sanctions and we are waiting for them to be lifted to open the dollar auction. Mark Z via PDK says we are getting strange rates in Iraq today. It doesn't seem to be an official process, but an unofficial process. Many merchants or money handlers have put a different value on their dinar. They believe the dinar is about to take a serious spike in value, so they were charging a premium if you wanted any of their dinar. It's been an interesting day, but I have not been able to confirm the rumors of $1.13 or so rate. But I can verify the number of sources that tell me yes, there were major wild swings in the dinar based on who you were negotiating with. I could not confirm the rates. Many have said I can verify the value swung greatly today. I believe it's telling us that the people of Iraq still believe the timing is very, very soon. Sandy Ingram says, don't think that you can come here, online, broker, bank, etc. at the last minute to purchase Iraqi dinar as the currency is increasing in value because the first thing they're going to do is increase the cost of the currency as it changes. This old investing, meaning we are not using Forex market. We're purchasing currency, holding it until it increases in value against the US dollar, and then we are seeing the currency for profit. All right, Breitling says when we talk about it, what they want, the value of their currency at a minimum, has to be at the average of the value of the currencies in the region. But they don't just want to be regional, they want to be international and be able to trade internationally, so they want to be around at least $1 for that. Frank 26 says we study this investment that is moving forward unless for some reason Sudani and Iraq are not what we think they are. I'm not giving up on them. I'm not seeing anything that tells me to give up on them except what are you waiting for? Lastly, Mark Z via PDK question, Mr. C, Guru Mike Cottrell said Iraq will have an RI as opposed to the RV. What is an RI and what's the difference? Mark Z says an RI is a reinstatement of the former rate before they devalued the dinar. It's my understanding they can reinstate it to the old rate plus add more for the inflation that happened during the time period. I think the old rate was around $3.22 to $3.30 or so. Then if you add in inflation for the last 20 years, you can justify a rate of over $4 or so. An RV is a revaluation of any rate that's not the RI rate.